the NFL on EA Sports. We'll get a look at Joe Burrow. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Colts and the Cards under the lights on Thursday night.
Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. From the 10. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
Wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited. Still there, otherwise he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Yeah, hoping to get rid of that interception bug. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. A look there at Ingram's numbers from a week ago. 25 carries for an even 100 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Here's Murray from midfield. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, Ingram. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd down, Ingram. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. This defense for the Colts, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On the draw, this is Ingram. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. And now Murray's going to set up to throw, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 14. to the running game. It's Ingram. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a third down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Keontae Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cards' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level. On 2.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Burrow's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Burrow looking to pass. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take over here up near the 40. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a pickup at 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Burrow will throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
I'm one, right?
Up the middle, here's Taylor. Room here to run. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. That good for 19 and a 1st down. A give for Taylor running right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win. But we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Ingram again, a 1st down carry. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. A stop made defensively by Mike Edwards. 2nd and 5 now. Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's all the way across the 50 before he's finally pushed out of bounds. A big play there for Indy. 42 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 67 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Here we go, here we go.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Brandon Ayuk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they'll run with Ingram.
And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
Here's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Colts are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2 yards, good enough for a first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so it went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On the handoff, Taylor.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 5 now. Burrow toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another good reception there.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Trayvon Mullen.
And the Cards are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want us to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Colts come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 29, Murray. That pass complete to Moore. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to lead to a third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now Murray. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 43. They run from the pistol with Ingram. 68 yards on the ground for him so far. The last run got 6, now second and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. Murray now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. To throw, it's Murray. Steps away to his left. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Ingram is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. A loss of 2 there, second down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Murray going to throw. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Cardinals are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So now we're on an 11-play drive, and it's Hollywood Marquise Brown who finishes it off with the touchdown. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air
has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Taylor. And the ball is knocked out. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
He was brought down by Sean Murphy Bunting.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On the check down, it's Ingram. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Cliff Kingsbury here on 4th down trots out the field goal unit. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that'll bring him back within 4. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3 with a starting field position like that. 3's not what you're banking on.
No, you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retake center stage. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale.
On 2.
It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. From the 45 on 2nd down. Burrow. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 122 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong. I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
11 empty.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Colts! A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Ingram. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. To the catch made by Hopkins.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now left side on the swing pass.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts' 40-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Ingram again. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Murray. He's got it to Ingram, complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Murray, quick slant to Brown. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And a 20th carry now for Ingram. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Cliff Kingsbury here on 4th down trots out the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. They've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free than what they're trying to get done on offense.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. Finding space at the 40. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Taylor. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They run once more with Taylor. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Cards going nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. This will be fielded inside the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Arizona. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
On the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Cardinals are going to get it back here just past the 35. And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Hurts. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. An injury stoppage here, and that's Marquise Brown, who appears to be shaken up. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Murray to throw. Flush to his right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. To throw is Murray. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and did not give their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Here we go. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.